If your neurodivergent child is melting down, shutting down, refusing, hitting, hiding, or falling apart, reducing their nervous system load matters. But here's the part that gets missed. Overwhelmed parents don't only need to be told, reduce the load. They need to know which load, where did access drop, and what response actually matches this child right now. Because when your child is in the middle of a meltdown, you're not calmly standing there with a checklist. You're trying to keep everyone safe. You're trying not to cry. You're trying to figure out if this is sensory, anxiety, demand, transition, hunger, masking, or social load. Is it unpredictability, or all of it stacked together? And this is why another guide or workbook isn't always enough. A guide can give you information, a workbook can give you questions, but it can't sit with you and map your actual child when everything feels too big and you don't know where to start. That's why I created the Village of Little's nervous system lens and the load access response map. The Village of Little's nervous system lens is the framework, and the load access response map is the tool. Because overwhelmed parents don't just need another explanation. They need a way to apply it to their actual child. So the goal isn't to just say your child is overloaded. The goal is to map what load built, what access dropped, and what response actually matches. Because a child who lost access to language doesn't need a lecture. And a child who lost access to flexibility doesn't need 5 more explanations. And a child who lost access to a safe body may need space, safety, lower language, and repair later. And a child who falls apart after school may need decompression before demands. And a child who melts down when it's time to leave may need a transition scaffold, a handle that their nervous system can grab onto. A child who panics when screens end may need a plan that looks at what job the screen is doing and what other anchors their nervous system can access. This is the difference between naming the problem and knowing exactly what to do next. Naming load is not the same as mapping your child. And when you're exhausted, scared, and trying to understand your child's nervous system, compassionate support from me can make the pattern clearer. Inside a First Step Parent Strategy session, we use the Village of Little's nervous system lens and the load access response map together to map your actual child. Not a generic child, your child's load, your child's specific access drops, your child's nervous system state, your child's sensory and predictability needs, your child's communication, your child's strained state signs, and the response that actually makes sense for your family. Because the signs are not the strategy, the pattern is the strategy. And you shouldn't have to read another guide, fill out another workbook, or figure out the whole pattern alone. If you feel like you know that your child is overwhelmed, but you don't know where to start, book a First Step Parent Strategy session with me, and we'll map it together. Head to my profile, tap my link tree, and my booking link is right at the top.